All right. So we're using a lot of the time during the week to make calls, to be able to practice acquisitions, get better speaking on the phone, and ultimately make some money. However, our end goal is going to be building towards the Web3 agency and the Web3 acquisitions fund. That's the whole point of learning this whole process and going down the route that we're going. So today, what I would like to do is add on to what we're doing with the website. We're going to add a roadmap feature. So roadmaps are used for NFT projects where they outline essentially what the timeline is for what's going to happen with a given project. Now, given our project is, obviously we're building the template, which can be used for multiple different assets, but ultimately the smart contract that we've built is going to be used for automating distribution for investments, essentially where people can use NFTs, they sell NFTs as a digital product to recoup their investment on an asset, and then they can choose to share the profits from that asset with their holders. So given this is a good visual aesthetic to include within the website, just to give, people who are interested in a project more understanding of what is going to be happening over the course of its lifetime, this will be something that I think will be useful to add and at least understand the process for, again, learning how to edit the site, make improvements, and ultimately make things visually appealing and easy to navigate. So per usual, I'm going to use ChatGPT as my assistant, and I'll take you guys along the process of adding this feature into our front end website. So the last place that we had left off was integrating the Mint page onto our front end website, which is what we've got over here in the React page. So again, we've got the home, about, founders, and Mint, keeping things super simple. We can connect the wallet, and then we can mint the NFT. Now, given we've already tested everything on these ends, like I said, we're looking to add a roadmap to our about page. So the way that we're going to go about doing that is, again, we're going to walk ChatGPT through the process, or actually really have ChatGPT walk us through the process. And essentially the way I started things off was just kind of letting it know which of the app.css codes I chose to use, because it had suggested making some edits and I didn't really like how they looked visually. So I used one of the earlier code renditions that had given me for the styling for the page. Now, after letting it know which styling we were going to use, we went ahead and let it know that we weren't looking to make changes or edits on it just yet. We were wanting to build the roadmap. Now, when it comes to setting up these projects, as far as the roadmap, I think we can follow a pretty similar guideline for a lot of the projects that we'll be starting to use as far as just proving the concept and scaling from early phases. So given trust is a huge thing in the NFT space, at least in this next wave that's going to hit, the way that I've structured the roadmap is 5 stages that we can follow for a wide range of assets that we'll use and upload using our smart contract. So let's say, for example, with our acquisitions calls, I find a deal, I've already closed a few deals that have saved up some of the assignment fees, and I find a deal that I want to buy. I'll go ahead and buy the asset. Then I can start doing more advertising and marketing with my project, the project that I'll use to be able to recoup some of my investment into the property itself. So I would buy the asset first, then I would use whitelist challenges, essentially getting the community involved within the marketing aspect of our project. And this would raise awareness for the NFT project ourselves. Remember, one of the 3 core components for an NFT project is building awareness. Third, we would do community giveaways, get people involved. So whether that's giving people access to, hold my hand wholesale where I'm learning the acquisitions, or giving them access to tools that I'm using for my own process. There's different things I could do to, again, get the community involved and show that this is more than just me trying to raise money for my own means. This is me, giving back to the people who are looking to support me. And again, that will help with building awareness and building trust within the community. Fourth will be the mint launch itself. So this is where we deploy the contract, the NFTs are available for mint, and we're able to raise the money that would be for recouping what we had put down for buying a deal. And then fifth is start sending ETH. So whether this is monthly, quarterly, by project basis, I know, I have friends in the development space, and so sometimes they'll take, 6, 12, 18 months for a project. We can structure this however way works for the asset that the NFT is backed by. But again, the 5th stage is going to be allowing people to reap the benefits that we are providing through our project, which is, again, it's making money. That is why people invest in NFTs. It's not to own a cool picture. It's not to be a part of some community of people they've never known about. Sure, that may be the case for every here and now certain NFTs, but for the large majority, people entered the space to make money. So we're giving the people what they want. So after giving ChatGPT the prompt, it gave us this code here. And so we will go ahead and work on integrating this now. So let's go ahead and grab our file. We're going to go ahead and navigate here. I just want to see how this is different. Okay, interesting. So we'll go ahead and copy the code, paste the code, and save. So we'll just make sure everything's looking good on our terminal in the back, which looks good there. So let's go ahead and check things out. Nice. So this isn't like the super aesthetic, like, bubble by bubble drop down of a roadmap, but it does have the core components, and ChatGPT gave us the app.css code to be able to update the aesthetics here. But just want to kind of read what it's put out. So we've got stage 1, buying the asset, acquiring the asset for the project, whitelist, exclusive whitelist. So pretty much just what I had said. And that's what I love. Like, the more you use ChatGPT, the more it understands the way that you think and the goals that you're trying to have. So obviously you're going to have to get an input to be able to direct it, especially if it's going off course. But this looks pretty good. Exclusive whitelist opportunities for early supporters, engaging our community with giveaway and rewards, official launch, and begin distributing ETH back to NFT holders. Cool. Cool. Now let's go ahead and add the other parts, which is the app.css. So let's go ahead and grab this, and then we'll go ahead over here. And paste. So we'll go ahead and save this, and let's check out the difference. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I kind of liked it better the way it looked before. Not gonna lie, but it does look, it gives it a little bit more pop. There's just a lot of white space, a lot of empty space, which is kind of what I'm looking at. I'm wondering if I should. Honestly, no. My gut's telling me we're good here. So I'm thinking this is good just for a start. Obviously, again, we're going to learn how to edit the aesthetic. And if we do want to come back to make this look a little bit more compressed, we always can. But again, we're just looking to get a lot of the core components that we're going to use for a project into our process. So we've at least gone through the full process of, deploying the smart contract, writing the smart contract for one, but writing the smart contract, deploying the smart contract, linking a front end interface to be able to mint, linking the interface to a project website, linking socials to that website, just the whole 9 yards with getting a project running. We're going to learn the process, and eventually we'll build an interface that will be a website that any random person could come by. Obviously not some random person, but anybody who's not experienced in the space can come to the website and they'll be able to fill out essentially what they would use it for, and we'll help them build it as efficiently as possible. So this is good. It's kind of late. I spent a lot of my time at a soccer tournament today, helping out with my dad. It was a charitable soccer event, and so good cause, glad to support it, but it did take a lot of the time for our Saturday. So tomorrow we're going to have to spend a lot of time working on some of this stuff as far as continuing the process of building onto our test project. But for today, I think adding the roadmap is a good step to leave off with. So very quick video today, just focusing on the subject of adding the roadmap, but we were able to successfully use ChatGPT to integrate the text for what we would use a project for, as well as integrating certain aesthetic features to make it blend in with the website. So in my own head, I've already noted, as far as the aesthetic itself, it does look a little bit more spaced than originally. Obviously, when we first upload the text, it's automatically compressed. But I think making sure that visually the site is intriguing is important. And so while we are learning the process, this will be something that we do come back to, just so that way we can make sure that things are looking ideal to what we would look to represent with a project. So again, quick video, but if you guys found this useful, make sure to drop a like, drop a comment if you guys have any questions, would like to use any of the resources I've got. And with that being said, I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.